At the Grammys tonight, Bad Bunny said "Ice Out" during his speech after winning an award, and the crowd went wild. Just watch.
Ice out. So, please, we need to be different. If we fight, we have to do it with love. We don't hate them. We love our people, we love our family, and that's the way to do it. With love. Don't forget that, please. Thank you.
The entire crowd up on their feet applauding. The clip immediately went viral when Bad Bunny said it, and the Trump supporters are already having a meltdown over it. And what makes this even better is Bad Bunny is doing the Super Bowl halftime show in a week from now. The Trump supporters freaked out when it was announced, and I'm sure they're going to freak out during the performance.
People are mad at Bad Bunny, and it's very clear that you don't actually understand the work behind the music. This man didn't just wave a Puerto Rican flag and call it representation. He made his concert tickets accessible for locals and middle-class Puerto Ricans. He prioritized residents over tourists. He intentionally kept money circulating on the island. Small businesses, workers, family. That's a real impact, not performative pride. And his album isn't just vibes. It talks about displacement, gentrification, inequality, identity. What it means to love your country while still being honest and calling out the problems. That's not betrayal, that's accountability, that's care. So when he got up on that Grammy stage and spoke about humanity, it wasn't random, it was aligned. It was consistent with how he's been moving. He didn't just represent Puerto Rico, he showed up for it. And that matters. So yeah, that Grammy was well deserved.
I'm so fucking proud of Bad Bunny, man. He just got on that fucking stage and said, "Ice out." He said "Ice out" and the crowd went crazy for like fucking a whole minute. And then his words about hate and love, and says, if we're gonna fight, we need to fight with love, not with hate. Because when we continue to hate, we only bring more hate. The words, bro. And he just stood there. You felt the powerfulness of his words. And I have a real great feeling that when he was getting his Grammy and he was up there, the only thing I thought is Super Bowl. There will be a statement. There will be a message. And it won't be a bad one. It's going to be a good one. Because Bad Bunny, he's leading the way right now. And he has no type of, he's not holding back. For him to get that award and be on there in the top of the Grammy and that award, to get that award, and the first thing he says is "Ice out." I'm like, oh, ice out, bro.
Groundbreaking, transcendent stuff. And to have all the Puerto Rico stuff, Super Bowl stuff, ice stuff, all that charge, and everyone is going to be expecting him to say something.
Mm-hmm.
And then he delivers a compassionate plea for love,
mm-hmm.
for understanding.
Mm-hmm.
That there's only one thing stronger than hate, and that's, well, one thing, but there is something stronger than hate that can beat hate, and that's love.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
beautiful. Love him.
So yeah, that's the person that deserves Album of the Year.
Yeah.
That human being deserves all the accolades, and I know he's going to have an absolutely incredible show.
I can't wait for his Super Bowl
and hopefully
show.
the Seahawks are up by 3 touchdowns.
Ideally, they will be.
Ideally.
I need them to be.
Pause everything, because Bad Bunny did not come to the Grammy Awards to smile, wave, and go home quietly. When Bad Bunny won that award, he gets on the mic and opens with 2 words that shook the entire room. Ice out. Then he says, "We are not savages. We are not animals. We are not aliens. We are humans, and we are Americans." Now, that wasn't a lyric. That wasn't poetry. That was a direct message. And let's be very clear. This wasn't some random artist talking spicy. This was one of the biggest artists in the world on the biggest musical stage, knowing exactly who is watching. That crowd stood up and applauded everywhere because people felt that. He wasn't asking for permission. He was stating humanity. And what makes it even louder is immigration is being talked about like it's a crime instead of reality. Families are scared. Communities are targeted. So him saying, "We are Americans," that was him drawing the line in the sand. Artists don't owe silence. And Bad Bunny just reminded everybody music has always been political. And if that made you uncomfortable, that might be the point. Bad Bunny, much love, so much respect.
Did you catch what just happened at the Grammys? Because this wasn't a music moment, it was a political one. Bad Bunny took to the stage at the 2026 Grammy Awards, where he won a Grammy for an album. And before thanking God, before thanking his fans, he looked straight into the camera and said, "Ice out." And the crowd gave him a standing ovation. Bad Bunny then went on to say, "We're not savages, we're not animals, we're not aliens. We are humans and we are Americans," calling out immigration enforcement during a moment watched by millions. And here's why this matters. The Grammys are supposed to be about music. But once again, they turn into a political platform right in the middle of a national debate over immigration, ICE, and enforcement under Donald Trump. Now, some people are praising Bad Bunny for speaking out. Others are asking why award shows keep lecturing viewers instead of, entertaining them. And now the big question is, does this kind of messaging turn people off? We've already seen backlash after other award shows, and with the Super Bowl coming up, a lot of fans are asking the same thing. Are people tuning out when entertainment becomes political? Whether you agree with Bad Bunny or not, this Grammys moment is another sign that pop culture, politics, and immigration are colliding in a big way, and the audience reaction might matter more than Hollywood even realizes. Do you think Bad Bunny's in the right here? Let me know. Appreciate you.
With this past month of ICE descending across the United States with all this immigration cruelty, to see Bad Bunny win Best Album is such a slap in the face to this administration and proves what we already know, is that their cruelty is not the mainstream. Their cruelty is far-right fringe weirdness that most Americans don't identify with. And yes, I know that Hollywood is known to be more liberal than the rest of America, but this album, which is in Spanish, winning Best Album out of all the Grammys, is just such a beautiful. We've been watching ICE raids terrorize communities, specifically going after immigrant communities. We've seen politicians push cruel, dehumanizing rhetoric about immigrants, about Spanish-speaking people, about brown people, about black people. And Bad Bunny just won Best Album at the Grammys, and he's about to perform at the Super Bowl. That matters. Bad Bunny is unapologetically Puerto Rican in a moment that is so demanding assimilation, so demanding to just get in line and keep yourself safe, and you know what I mean? Not resist. And like many Americans, Bad Bunny is yeah, no, F this. This album was rooted in his love for Puerto Rico. He literally centered the first part of his tour in Puerto Rico, bringing millions into the Puerto Rican economy. We love Benito for that. Most importantly, what I was sobbing when he won last night, because I love Bad Bunny, I do, but this is so much bigger than Bad Bunny, and this is so much bigger than this is such an important moment in time. And this win is a reminder of what is actually mainstream in our country. It's not fear, it's not cruelty, it's not xenophobia, it's art, it's culture, it's joy. It's people being fully themselves out loud, being proud of where they come from. It's America being a melting pot, not this need to assimilate. Bad Bunny is the mainstream. Punto. The hate isn't. And that matters more than people want to admit. And in a time where this administration is just losing loss after loss, failure after failure, miscalculation after miscalculation. This whole weekend, people were talking about how much Melania, the film, flopped. Because no one cares about them. No one likes them. You know who we like? Bad Bunny baby. Bye. That's all I had to say. Bye.
Hi, everyone. I'm Heather with the Dallas Express. What happens when a global superstar uses the biggest night in music to blast federal immigration enforcement? Well, Bad Bunny just did exactly that, turning his 2026 Grammy acceptance into a viral political moment. Accepting Best Musica Urbana album, he declared ICE out before anything else. The room cheered, but the internet exploded in pushback. Critics slammed the statement for misrepresenting ICE, which enforces federal law against illegal aliens and non-citizens subject to removal, not U.S. citizens. Now, this echoes...
Here are the most interesting things that happened at the 2026 Grammys. Some of these you might not have noticed. First up, we got to start with Bad Bunny becoming the first Latin artist to win Album of the Year with an all-Spanish album. And he did not hold back with his acceptance speeches, saying, "Before I thank God, I want to say ice out," and continuing saying, "We are not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans, and we are Americans." And Bad Bunny was not the only person with anti-ICE sentiments last night. Olivia Dean won her first Grammy for Best New Artist.
I don't have a written speech, but I have a lot to say. I have been at school for the past couple months actually, with friends who are Mexican, Latino, Asian, and seeing the looks on their faces when anybody says anything about ICE is terrifying. My friends, I have a lot of Mexican friends, and all of them are terrified. And I want to say that when I'm with them, I feel angry. I feel furious because when I watch the news, I see people being kidnapped, people being hit by cars during protests, and I don't know what to say. I think that our government is collapsing. I think that what is happening in our state, even in Minnesota, in anywhere that ICE has been marauding around, kidnapping people, I just think that to all the people who are out in detention centers and who are hiding away,
I think it's very ironic and frankly sad to see celebrities who live in gated communities with private security, with millions of dollars to spend protecting themselves, trying to just demonize law enforcement, public servants who work for the United States government to enforce our nation's laws. And you didn't hear this same type of uproar from celebrities in Hollywood when the previous administration allowed an invasion of our nation's borders and allowed innocent women and girls like Jocelyn Nungaray and Laken Riley to be killed and raped and murdered at the hands of people who should have never been in our country in the first place. And now you have law enforcement who are simply trying to do their jobs to remove violent predators like those who took the lives of innocent Americans. There was no uproar from Hollywood and the elitist crowd at the Grammys then, but there is now. And I think that speaks to the unfortunate irony that we're seeing in Hollywood today.
Bad Bunny accepted that award tonight and said, "Ice out." I guess they're going to try to send deportation against him now. But too bad. The man is a U.S. citizen. He's born and bred a U.S. citizen. And he spoke his mind at those Grammys tonight. Told him ice out right before accepting the award. That show a lot of courage to sit amongst millions of people watching to say, you know what, ice out. And he is going to be performing next week in the Super Bowl. You know, a lot of them folks going wild right now about this. But yeah, old boy told him, ice out.
And yet the ignorant Latinos are going to follow what he says. Ice out. Again, those people there, not even remotely close to what average Americans have to deal with. And you know, he's Puerto Rican. Never had to deal with getting the line, paying, all that freaking process of getting the legal status, residency, citizenship. He didn't have to deal with that. He could have said, you know what, let's be thankful for what we have here. But no, people think that he cares about the Latinos, the immigrant community. No, he does not. He cares about this. And all those people there, that's all they care about.
I'm so nervous. I'm scared. I'm scared he's not going to. huevo que gane un pinche latino. Dad! Bad Bunny won Album of the Year!
Puerto Rico. I want to dedicate this award to all the people that had to leave their homeland, their country to follow their dreams. Este premio es para ustedes. Gracias por tanto amor. Los quiero. A todos los latinos del mundo entero y todos los artistas que estuvieron antes y que quisieron estar en esta tarima recogiendo este premio. Muchas gracias.
That's it. That's over. Goodbye.
Did you catch what just happened at the Grammys? Because this wasn't a music moment, it was a political one. Bad Bunny took to the stage at the 2026 Grammy Awards, where he won a Grammy for an album. And before thanking God, before thanking his fans, he looked straight into the camera and said, "Ice out." And the crowd gave him a standing ovation. Bad Bunny then went on to say, "We're not savages, we're not animals, we're not aliens. We are humans and we are Americans," calling out immigration enforcement during a moment watched by millions. And here's why this matters. The Grammys are supposed to be about music. But once again, they turn into a political platform right in the middle of a national debate over immigration, ICE, and enforcement under Donald Trump. Now, some people are praising Bad Bunny for speaking out. Others are asking why award shows keep lecturing viewers instead of, entertaining them. And now the big question is, does this kind of messaging turn people off? We've already seen backlash after other award shows, and with the Super Bowl coming up, a lot of fans are asking the same thing. Are people tuning out when entertainment becomes political? Whether you agree with Bad Bunny or not, this Grammys moment is another sign that pop culture, politics, and immigration are colliding in a big way, and the audience reaction might matter more than Hollywood even realizes. Do you think Bad Bunny's in the right here? Let me know. Appreciate you.
Anybody watched the Grammys yesterday and saw like Bad Bunny's reaction? He won for what, like Latin Album of the Year, and when they called him, it's like Bad Bunny. He was just like, "Ay, coño. Espérate. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?" And he got up. I was like, "Hello?" I think it was like registering. It was just like registering. He must have had something because what was the host name? Trevor. When Trevor came and he was singing that song and he was leading into him and he was just like waiting for him to go on, he was just like, it was like, can you let it out already? He is funny, but he's a big deal. Like Bad Bunny is a big deal. I love that name, Bad Bunny. He's a badass. But that was hilarious. Like I loved his reaction, but he obviously had something to kind of like calm him down, allegedly. I don't know. But that's what it was giving. And just his pauses and his reactions, and then he came out and sung and his voice was just like magical. And I was just like, oh, okay, I see, papi, ¿verdad? Yeah, sí.
Oh, Bad Bunny went there. He did what we all wanted him to do. Bad Bunny, he said, "Ice out." Oh, the White House and Trump and everybody, they are pissed. First of all, they have to deal with him next week for the Super Bowl. But here we are a week ahead of the Super Bowl, and Bad Bunny shows up at the Grammys, announces that he's not allowed to perform, I guess, on any show live this close to the Super Bowl. But anyway, he won the Grammy for his new song, and he goes up on stage and he said, "Before I thank God, I just want to say," and he goes, "Ice out." And I love it. I mean, the number of people that must be watching this broadcast, and now everybody's going on social media and talking about it. So good on Bad Bunny. And he said, we all need to fight, but we need to fight with love, not hate. I like that too. So excited that he did this, and I'm really excited to see him next week on the Super Bowl because I know he's got a lot more to say.
Good on Bad Bunny, calling out ICE all over the country. So not only does he win the Album of the Year, and he was emotional, and it was a great day for him, honored at the Grammys, but he also made a political statement, which I think most reasonable people would agree with: ICE out. He wasn't the only one that did it. Eilish did it as well. among others. And obviously people on the right, they just can't handle people of color that are successful. Don Lemon was there last night, but good on Bad Bunny, because I think it's really important for people with large platforms that are very talented, that have a lot of followers, to call out what is going on in this country, particularly what's happening with ICE. I think it's really, really important. And I can't wait for this halftime show. Now, there have been rumors that he's going to be wearing a dress. That will drive the anti-trans, anti-gay people absolutely nuts as well. Good on Bad Bunny. Wear a dress, wear makeup, do whatever the hell you want to do. I don't care. Wear whatever you want. Obviously, you're an extremely talented guy. And I can tell you right now, this Turning Point USA, Erica Kirk, stupid halftime show that they're doing with all these right-wing grifters, literally nobody's going to watch it. I think less people are going to watch the Turning Point USA, Erica Kirk halftime show than actually people that went out and saw the Melania Trump movie, which isn't many, as we know. But good on Bad Bunny, and good on all these other celebrities that spoke up last night. It's really, really important, if you have a big platform, no matter who you are, to speak truth to power, to talk about ICE, to talk about these two shootings that took place in Minneapolis, because we cannot let Renee Good and Alex Preddy and their life go in vain. We cannot allow that to happen. I am so proud of the community and musicians and actors and celebrities in general. I am so proud of them and so happy that they have all decided to speak up on this, because it's, like I said, it's really, really important. I'm telling you right now, when Bad Bunny performs at the halftime show at the Super Bowl next week, no matter what he does, everybody on the right is going to have a problem with it. Oh, I can't believe he's wearing a dress. Oh, I can't believe he said this about ICE. Oh, I can't believe he's wearing makeup. This isn't what real men are. And these are the same people that look up to people like Dana White, Hulk Hogan, Kid Rock, and look up to the guy who wakes up in the morning, who puts on 8 layers of orange makeup. The guy who wears 8 layers of orange makeup with his fake teeth and his fake hair and his ridiculously fake tan. And they want to talk about testosterone. They want to talk about real men. Well, let me tell you something. No, Bad Bunny's a real man, as I would say for anybody else that calls out what's happening in this country, that calls out fascism and the dictatorship of the Donald Trump regime, who calls out innocent American citizens being executed on the streets. If you're willing to call that out and be on the right side of history, that's what a real man is. That's what a real human being is. No matter what is between your legs, it shouldn't matter. So kudos to Bad Bunny for using his platform in an extremely important moment when millions and millions of people are watching, saying ICE out. I think every single person should be spreading that. Every single person with a huge platform should be hashtag ICE out, ladies and gentlemen. So good on Bad Bunny, and I have certainly a lot of respect for him.
I never doubted Benito for a second. I knew that the second that he won an award, he was going to get up there and say what needed to be said. And he did. He said, ICE out. I don't know if anybody's noticed how many celebrities have the ICE out pins on. They're all in solidarity. I absolutely love it. The way that the crowd went electric. He gets it.
Thank you for watching Great Minds Blacks.